this fascism crap needs to stop. The thing is I cannot. You read about identity theft is very painful for the victim because all of a sudden they are framed and humiliated, and with a lot of scams. Also, with this regime, which is about the fascist heart. Do you know what I feel like? I'm not trying to be a reporter. I'm just telling you what I know as a human. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm in a desperate situation where I need healthcare, okay? Don't judge me. Just have a little bit of open-mindedness that the whole country is too busy buzzing and creating drama instead of understanding that what's really going on and is instead of instilling a community of social values where we're all supported. It is about being selfish. It is about keeping money and keeping other people out. Is about losing my customs when it comes to my heart. You have seen a very bad side of me probably because they're not going to show a good side of me, are they? They don't care about me. I've just been used as a tool to ruin. They love to pirate parts of my organs to have some sort of like leverage in the public eye, like my heart, for instance. They've just been hammering me at this fascist thing, like that I'm not good looking enough to have emotional, any emotional sensitivity for anybody else, and I'm being stereotyped as a bludger, but that's injustice because I did really try to go to work, and because of my own selfishness, because of things that I wanted and needed, and instead they just murdered me with a caterpillar of a toilet video, and have executed me, and have really punished me by making this like a massive fortress worldwide. And I just want to say, I don't think it's fair that we're using the heart in a political regime. I shouldn't be emotionally blackmailed with family. You've actually erased huge parts of my history and my culture, and it's very hard to communicate with intelligence when you're suffering and going through trauma, because your emotional senses are just very simple, aren't they? It's you're not using your intellectual capability, you're actually going right into the center of where you feel. And it's very simple how we feel. I've just lost a lot of things that mean the world to me, and I'm in a situation where it's tragedy because they're just creating these fields of people being idiots, which is another form of fascism, so that, I'm just being completely wiped out. And it's like, I want to migrate, but they're keeping me in a fortress of cutting me out of the wealth, and they've done something to my stomach. I can't prove it, but I know something happened to me in my tent twice. Once because I had an inkling, but I couldn't prove it, but I was knocked out for about, it was in a tent. I always wake up early in the morning, and I was asleep till about 2 in the afternoon, and it was piping hot. You don't sleep when it's hot in a tent, if anyone knows what camping's like. And I woke up sweating and bewildered of why I was so exhausted, and I felt kind of poisoned. Not just like really drugged up head or something, and then I just found all my stuff was missing. What can I do? I couldn't prove anything. I rang up anti-violent places, I rang up help, I rang up all sorts of these places, and I wasn't helped. And they've destroyed all my phones and evidence to prove that I was putting responsible time into getting social support, because they're just erasing my history constantly, because they're instilling this regime, whether we like it or not, whether anybody likes it. It's people are just getting paid. But why is my stomach full? It's full. I feel pregnant, and it feels like the reports, the doctor said I'm normal. Now you read it and it says I'm piping out some hormone that's like either thyroid and tumour, and it's really big, and I need access to healthcare, and they've cut me out of all of the resources in the country. It's not fair. Plus, I am being trafficked because I've ordered my driver's license 3 times and it's not going to all 3 addresses. Something needs to be done, and they're barricading all the social aid. This is starvation and a war crime. It is crime against humanity. You have to understand that. You can't keep denying that. You can't blame everything on my psyche, because I had a strong psyche, and I actually do, and I'm trying to sell things to pay for my own well-being, which shouldn't be which shouldn't be happening. I did not do all my education to be bought out because of some rich people. It's really unfair. You don't plan your destiny, so it's obviously they've targeted to remove me out of the country and culture. It's like, well, where am I meant to go? They made this mess. Shouldn't I be up for compensation? I've lost way more than you can understand. I had a job at Access House 2017 and I was going to be financially free. They cut me down and ruined my life, ruined my face with toxins, and I had to go and heal myself. No government stepped in and gave me compensation for loss of job and loss of reputation because they went around telling people I was a disabled fraud. They didn't give me any money. We had to suffer. I have suffered and suffered for the ongoing corruption in these governments that are just using and abusing me for public figures. It's not fair. What's going to happen to my life? So if I've been given HIV, they had plenty of time to give me help because I went to Cambridge and Christchurch and they blocked me getting forensics on my vagina. They blocked me up here too and I had to go under a different name. This is fucked up. It is a whole lot of power against one person. It's not just them. I've got all these kids abusing me in these films. Like, I can't live in a home without being abused about my face next to Riska. And it's like, Riska is in a completely different ballpark. She's got people like Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Madonna making her a superstar compared to a woman that's been deprived of everything she loves. How can you compare us?